Oh, interesting. Hey guys. So, easy. We are back in Skyrim. As you can see, I have new armor. Inigo has new armor. Sophia has new armor. And Siri changed her clothes. So we got all new stuff.
Speaking of
I
which,
enchanted each of their weapons. So what we are rocking right here is we got this sword, this one, and then our bow. And we're rocking just some good gear. We're looking fine. We also got quite a few new spells I picked up, so that should be interesting. So that's what we're rocking with.
look over there. I get a lot of looks from people wherever I go.
I
I'm not
also
sure if it's because they find me
have
attractive
decided
or because
we
they think I'm a little
are
odd.
going
Or
to
both.
Bruma. I was just looking through, seeing what I had for. That was a weird looking fox. I was just flipping through, looking what I had in mods, and I saw that I got Beyond Skyrim, Bruma. And I've been following that mod for a long time, and I haven't, and I want to do it. So that's where we're going. Well, that, and I started recording. I went back to where we were, and all those Death Knight people were still there, and they still kicked my ass. Oh yeah, I suppose I can show you. This is our total. I thought my HP was higher than that. And my magicka. Why is it not? Oops. God damn it. I don't know. Whatever. May as well mark this up.
Someone else wanting to get into Cyrodiil? You'd best speak with the Legionnaire. Quickly. But be warned, he's not the most patient man.
It's fine. I'll deal with him. Hey, you.
This border is a restricted entry zone. State your intentions.
I want to cross the border and enter Cyrodiil.
You and hundreds of others. But I'm not authorized to let just anyone through. Border's locked down. That's that. No two ways about it. No arguing about it either. Those are the rules. You'll either need official papers or some other justification for your passage.
Someone else wanting to get into Cyrodiil? Best speak with the Legionnaire. Quickly. But be warned, he's not the most
What's with all the border patrol?
You think I make the decisions? I may be a Legionnaire, but I'm just a grunt compared to the powers that be in the capital. Not that
Alright,
it takes
then.
a Synod mage to work it out. Skyrim's in the midst of strife. The Empire's still reeling from the war. Doesn't
Man,
take a genius to realize the Empire wouldn't want any of that chaos spilling over into its heartland.
I guess. What will convince you to let me through?
If I'd heard of you and you'd completed some great deed, I'd be able to justify writing the paperwork and putting my rank on the line. As it stands, I haven't heard of you, and I'm not risking my livelihood for some traveler I've never met. Sorry.
I will murder each one of you. We'll try this. With a little gold grease the wheels?
No.
Perhaps I should carve a way into Cyrodiil.
We've got a psychopath. Everyone, look lively!
I'm fucking going here. I've already decided on this, you motherfuckers. You wanna fucking go, man? I will be getting in there. As I said, I already decided on it. sorry I had to end like this, but you brought it upon yourselves.
Why must there always be incest inside temples? It really does make me feel a little sick.
Incest inside temples. Not heard of such a thing. Give me that fucking key,
Did I
man.
say incest? I meant incense. The smell really gets up my nose.
What, you nerds want some? You don't like my methods? Told you, you're giving in. Why do you guys have one arrow apiece? Yes, it's Geralt.
Of course. I'm almost ready.
Welcome to Cyrodiil. Oh man.
It's beautiful.
Mountain lion. Let's continue. Can't wait to see Bruma in all its glory. Wonder if like Cloud Ruler Temple and stuff is still around. Snowstone Rest.
My future is brighter than yours, I think.
I'll let you guys deal with it. Oh, I want to stay on the road. What happened here? You guys won't be needing this. Oh, what have we here?
Nice. You are not very talkative, are you? I
Hey,
always
we
open
talked
up for
quite a bit,
you.
Sophia.
I mean, to you.
Bruma, Imperial City. Oh, I wonder if we can see the Imperial City. Shit, I think I see Bruma. Oh, yes. Hold on, so is that the tower? It is. Oh, man. We need to get up here. Gotta get a good screenshot here. It's alright. Is that Frost Crag? Oh, hell yeah. Oh yeah, let's go. A sentinel. Sorry, you guys don't have horses, Siri and Indigo, but you don't want them. You refuse them. You could maybe get a better screenshot right here.
Of this mystical natural wonder known as the Fountain of Booze. Do you think the stories are true?
No, I
sure
don't.
hope so.
I don't think
If
so.
I ever
Sophia.
found it, I would never go sober again.
I don't imagine you would.
How does it feel up there?
Sorry, feels great, Indigo, but I guess you won't. I think that's Frost Crag up there. Oh, that's awesome. Mountain Watch. Now, I don't expect to see anybody that I remember from Oblivion in this. But if there is, for some odd reason, that would be awesome. I don't think so. I'm not trying to time it. I'm pretty sure Skyrim is a couple hundred years after the events of Oblivion. I wonder if there's like an old Oblivion gate somewhere. I wonder if the champion statue is still there. This looks very good.
Only the sweetest
Sacred
moon
Torch.
sugar, the most potent skooma. All can be yours for a fair price.
Isn't this illegal?
Ah, a hound of the Imperials, a slave to the letter of the law, are we? Listen, this one is simply providing a service that many are willing to pay for. Do not interfere.
You know what? I blame the people that use. Because they're weak-willed. The sellers are just taking advantage of that. Though I think you're scum and you're a piece of shit. Actually, I kind of do blame you. I will leave you.
Yes, a wise decision indeed. Now, some skooma? If not, this one suggests you leave. Now.
I kinda don't like you.
This one travels a little, but his business is always
Carl,
open.
Imperial City, Shadenhall,
If you can find
Applewatch, Sinker Tor, Bruma. I wonder how much this can actually go to.
You want to talk?
Oh shit! Sorry, Nico. I do want to talk, but not right now, man. I'm full of nostalgia right now, and I must feed it. So right now, I'm assuming you can only go to Bruma and some surrounding areas. But I don't really know. I feel chilly. Well, that seems a bit cold. Yes. This must be it, right? This must be the entrance. Oh. I love it. I know they can't use the actual music, but it's just very good.
I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The Chapel of St. Martin does not violate the terms.
The Chapel of St. Martin? Oh shit.
No Talos worship going on here.
It violates the spirit of the White Gold Concordat. I must urge you to cease and desist at once.
Do you not know who Martin Septim was,
What
dude?
is the spirit of the White Gold Concordat?
Yeah.
The spirit of the White Gold Concordat is that men are not and can never be gods. Just as Tiber Septim is not a god, nor is Martin
Wrong.
Septim.
You were wrong.
What does the Concordat actually say?
Yeah.
The Concordat forbids Talos worship.
No mention of Martin Septim worship, though?
Eat it.
On my advice,
There isn't.
always carry a good stock
I
of
must
potions and restoratives
consult
around
with
with
my
you.
superiors.
Never know when you'll be lying on the ground bleeding out.
For a slight amendment to some unfortunately
This voice acting
specific
is very
wording
good.
I
within
plan
the
to learn how
Concordat.
to juggle one day.
We will keep our eyes on your little cult, however.
Greetings, stranger.
Hello.
Have you come to hear the gospel of St. Martin?
St. Martin.
Yes, St. Martin. Have you heard the tale of how Martin Septim ascended to sainthood? If not, perhaps that would be a good place to begin.
I do, yes. Tell me the story.
St. Martin had humble beginnings as a priest of Akatosh in the city of Kvatch. When Daedra overran the city during the Oblivion Crisis, Martin led the people to refuge in the chapel. The fabled champion of Cyrodiil came to rescue him and told him the shocking news that he was the son of the Emperor. This came as a surprise to him, but it gave him new purpose after his home was destroyed. Along with the champion and the blades, Martin designed and executed a plan to undermine the efforts of Mehrunes Dagon and his servants, Mankar Cameron and the Mythic Dawn cult. There was a great battle here in Bruma as the Great Gate was opened to secure an artifact of immense power for Martin's plan. Finally, the champion under Martin's guidance slew Mankar Cameron as the Imperial City came under a great Daedric siege. It appeared all was lost, but Martin shattered the Amulet of Kings in the Temple of the One, transforming into a huge, flaming avatar of Akatosh. In this form, he defeated the manifestation of Mehrunes Dagon in an epic, glorious duel. This broke the siege of the Imperial City, restored the war between Tamriel and Oblivion, and ended the Oblivion Crisis.
What is the message of the Chapel of St. Martin?
Our message? Our message is one of aspiration. The followers of St. Martin must aspire to be more than they are, to rise above their current place in the world and become something greater. In Martin's case, this meant rising from a humble priest to savior of the world. In more common cases, this could mean many different things. Rising above greed, evil, temptation, poverty. This is the power of St. Martin and his holy word. Of coarse acolyte. St. Martin had humble beginnings as a priest of Akatosh in the city of Kvatch. Greetings, friend.
Let's see the chapel.
What is
Oh
it?
yeah. It has that classic look and style. Song of Pelennor. The crypt's still down here. The Amulet of Kings.
Does drinking milk make me a milk drinker?
Yeah.
I'm confused. I drink milk, but I'm also tough.
Shit, now this is making me want to play Oblivion, man. Don't get me wrong, I like Skyrim and all, love it. But it's got nothing on Oblivion or Morrowind. It just doesn't.
I'm proud of my ancestry, as should all Nords be.
Oh, wow.
Streaming anew into. Can I help you?
How's business?
All right, I suppose. My sales pitch isn't very good, I know, but I still get a fair few customers. Everyone needs something to wear, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Name's Cetus Perusius, owner and proprietor of Icewind Traders here in Bruma. A diverse and wide range of supplies and sundries, all under one roof.
At your service. I'm no Nord, but I'll keep drinking mead until I become one.
Are you an adventurer?
Well, I would
That's
be,
bad.
but unfortunately, I've got some debts to pay off. I've been doing odd jobs around town to help raise the symptoms.
What kind of debts?
Sorry, lass. That's something a man like me keeps private.
I see.
Just like old times. Of course.
God damn, this
Nod.
guy.
You're distressing the customers.
Distressing? I am distressing the customers.
That's what I just said. Yes.
You are. You dare. How dare you? I am outraged.
You're
You
bad,
hired me
man.
to play songs in this bar that is so far below my standards, and now you proclaim my music as distressful? I'm done with you, standards, and I'm done with this shoddy excuse for a tavern. I'm off for the Restful Watchman, your top competition. How about that, huh? And you talentless, tasteless fiends! How dare you insult my music? Could you do better? No, you couldn't, because I was trained at the Bots College in Solitude, and I'm the foremost practitioner of the art of song since Faulkner himself. You are nothing more than jealous maggots, grasping your waist to insult me and belittle my talent. And to that, I say, good day.
Good day to you as well. Thank you for making him stop. He was terrible.
Come, warm yourself by the hearth.
Heard any rumors?
Ever been to such? Should consider it. I hear it's absolutely picturesque. Went to head there myself, but no time, running the view and all.
Heard any rumors?
I hear the Count's cracking down on criminals in Bravo. About time. There's some trouble going on with the Jukanis. Family feud or something. Their arguments aren't exactly hard to overhear. You ever hear the history of Cloud Ruler Temple? Of course you have. Used to be a home of the Emperor's Blades. Now it's all ruins and overgrowth.
Aww.
Sorry end for a glorious bastion of the Empire.
Mm-hmm. That is sad.
I heard the city guard are trying to crack down on smuggling. Been too many illicit goods making their way to Skryim from here. Empire doesn't like it one bit. There's a Thalmor agent here in Bruma, making sure no one violates the Concordat. So I'd advise you not to, if you don't want them to slap you in irons.
They can try.
Jaden Hall's overflowing. Aftermath of the Red Year. You know that bard, Renaud Eventoned? Yeah. I hear the Jukanis paid him to watch over and entertain their kid Banus while they were out of town. Apparently, his attempts at lullabies scared the child so much he ran away from the bard and cried in the street until his parents got back. I heard the general store, Icewind Traders, got robbed by the Khajiit, Dartakto. Or so Cetus says. Realm Tay has been complaining about some noise nuisance. Talks my ear off about it. Probably that damnable bard, Renaud Eventoned. As it happens, yes, I do. I need the shipping request delivered to Greenwood. My regular courier is unavailable. If you're able to act in his stead, I'll reward you with coin.
I will.
Excellent. Take this to Afor Formalius at Greenwood, down where the Gerals meet the Great Forest. I'll deliver payment on your return.
Tell me about Geral View.
We're renowned through all Cyrodiil and beyond as the finest inn, restaurant, and entertainment location in all Tamriel. We spare no expense for our customers' pleasure.
Looking for bounties. Got any leads?
There is something, actually. Here. The powers that be at the county castle sent out this bounty letter.
A goblin? How's business?
Business at the Gerald View is always good, due to our exceptional standards for customer service. We strongly believe that if you build it, they will come. I hear tensions are flaring up in Jadenhall. They've been bubbling over for a while. Dark elves and other dark elves, I think. Something to do with the Red Year. Bad business. Adius Villius has been walking around looking flustered lately. You know, captain of the City Watch. Not sure what's got him in such a knot, though. Been to Bruma's Synod Conclave? Useless quacks, the lot of them. Well, Ilentius is a nice guy, at least. I mean the organization. They refuse to lift a finger for anyone who isn't a high-ranking member.
What?
That's all the rumors. You know, because I'm planning on being here for a while. Alright. Oh, I sell ancient Nordic artifacts.
Why
I
not?
guess you do that. I mean, I just know it. Why are you here in Cyrodiil if you're so attached to Skyrim?
The same reason I sell ancient Nordic artifacts.
Oh shit, it's Sophia
so that
too.
the young Nords here in Bruma can be reminded of the roots. Bruma has all the surface trappings of Skyrim. The snow, the cold. But Skyrim is so much more than that. Something Bruma isn't and can never be. It's about the Nordic ruins dotting the landscape, about the dragon walls. It's about the diversity. Whiterun and the Reach, the Pale and Eastmarch. That variation of Nordic culture is something Cyrodiil doesn't have. I'll be content if my presence here reminds just a few Nords that they're not just Imperials with more facial hair and deeper voices. Talk to you later. Can I help you?
Well, you guys don't look. You definitely don't look the same. But it's 100% the same.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother. It's just that my most prized possession has gone missing, and I fear that without help, I'll never get it back. I normally wouldn't approach a stranger like this, but, well, I'm at the end of my tether. I could really use some help.
Nice.
Don't you
Could
worry.
I hire you? I could pay you handsomely.
Yes. Is there any pay we should just... I need more information first, though.
Okay. Give me a moment to compose myself. There is a priceless heirloom in my family that has been passed down throughout nearly my entire ancestry. As you may know, we Dunmer revere our ancestors greatly. Ancestry is incredibly important to our people. Therefore, you understand how important it is to me that my heirloom is returned. I am... my apologies, friend. This theft has left me quite flustered.
I'll help you.
Excellent, thank you. The heirloom has been stolen. Well, by all accounts, the thief fled to the northeast of Bruma. I suspect they're holed up in Frozen Grotto. If you are able to retrieve my heirloom for me, I'll be forever in your debt.
I will do it.
Damnable tavern! Damnable owner! How dare he allow that lizard to engage in such a salacious display?
What is it?
What's your problem with Restful Watchmen?
It's a D&D squad filled with criminals, rats, and lice. The amount of underhanded deals and crooked business that goes on there, it beggars belief.
This guy's got choice words.
Prize land in hot water with our dear guard captain. He deserves it, no? Say, would you help me with that?
Why exactly should I help you?
You should help me because the tavern is filled with criminals. They deal with bandits. They steal. They rob. Surely it's only right that they face justice for what they do.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. I will do it.
Excellent. As it so happens, I'm a mage by trade. I have access to many magical items from my home of Alinor. Take this. It's a very special memory gem. I have one active at all times, and this particular one recorded everything that happened in the tavern that night. Take it and let the guard captain listen to it. Irrefutable evidence. I'm sure he'll see fit to take action then.
Bye.
I'll heat it up and then just bye. Goodbye. Good day to you, sir. Good day. Let's go find that Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild. The town's a little different than I remember. But then again, it's probably... It's the champion of Cyrodiil. I looked a little different than that, but hey. I wonder if the castles are still... That's one thing I'll say in Skyrim. It doesn't like the castles. They're not nearly as epic as they felt in Oblivion. Like in Oblivion,
surprised the war hasn't spilled down here
when you
yet.
went into a castle, it was enormous. You're like, wow, this is something else. They didn't really nail that on this one here. Synod Conclave. I mean, there's a couple of them that are pretty nice, but most of them are just kind of...
Indeed, this is odd. And you say it just appeared here out of thin air?
I'll take it.
It isn't mine, that's for sure. Where do you think it came from?
What is with this commotion?
Now?
Where did that come from? Who made this mess? That's the thing. We don't know.
It just appeared, out of thin air. Maybe that stranger over there has something to do with it.
I just walked in the door.
Come here.
Greetings,
You
my
there.
friend.
Are you the cause of this mess in my
Welcome
conclave?
To the Bruma Synod Conclave. I'm Alentis Rentilia, alteration trainer, spell seller,
It was
and
me,
your
Kami.
humble servant.
What mess?
Don't play ignorant with me. You are involved in this somehow. I mean, really. You expect me to believe that you just happened to randomly walk in just as this statue appeared here?
That is exactly what happened. I honestly had nothing to do with it.
Really? You genuinely have no idea what I'm talking about? You may be telling the truth, or
I'm
you
just a
may not
muggle.
be. I suppose we'll just have to wait and see.
I guess.
Well then,
What did
I
you
apologize for the inconvenience. Welcome to the Bruma Synod Conclave. Attendant, clean up this mess, would you? And take that statue to the back for examination.
Yes, First Adjunct.
What happened to it? You don't want to talk to me.
I'm Roland Wickert. Hello?
The College of Whisper. What do you think about the College of Whispers?
I think the same as everyone else around here about them.
Which is...
That they're another magical organization that the Synod have no standing relationship with.
What do you do here?
Me? I'm the resident destruction expert here. Well, if you want to call me an expert. I wouldn't. I'm still learning, honing my craft, as they say. My ultimate goal is to perfect the art of defensive spellcasting.
Thing back here?
I want to be able to conjure the raw power of combative forces of nature and beyond at will. But that'll have to come later. Hopefully sooner later, rather than later.
I don't think you should be a mage. I think you will abuse your power. But, that being said, are you good enough to teach me anything first?
Destruction spells? No, not really.
No.
If you really want to learn, you'd have to join up with us before I can show you what I know.
I want to, but this guy's
Nobody
like...
here is even allowed to teach you the advanced stuff, though. Synod or not. It goes against regulations. Not that I've really reached the advanced stage yet myself, anyway.
I don't exactly have the time for trifles such as this. You seem like a helpful fellow. Would you be willing to help discover the source of this mysterious object? If so, let me know. I could use someone of strong wit and not merely of strong arm. Hello.
Ah, there we go. He's good now. He saw you put that down. He was really worried about that. Are there any magical threats in the Gerals?
Magical threats, eh? Well, beyond the normal hedge wizards that you'll find just about anywhere, there are indeed some more troubling rumors.
What are they?
I've heard tell of some necromancers holed up in Underpaw Cave, performing their usual rituals and incantations. They threaten the good name of the Synod, and the Conclave can't spare anyone.
Too bad. Say no more. They're necromancers. They deserve to die a cruel, painful death. I'll clear them out for you.
I see.
Yes.
Necromancers aren't a force to be trifled with, stranger.
Don't worry about it.
I implore you to be careful.
I fought Mannimarco before.
I shall see about procuring a reward while you're away, for when, if, you return successfully. Best of luck. Underpaw is to the southwest of Bruma. Should be rather easy to find.
Can I join the Synod?
Join the Synod? Not right now, citizen. I am afraid we don't have much of an opening in our ranks at the moment.
There's like 3 of you.
Perhaps check back at a later date.
Do you get much clientele here in Bruma?
Clientele? We are not really a store, so I can't say we do.
Oh.
If you are inquiring as to whether there are many practitioners of magic, or those with an interest in it here in Bruma, there are some, but fewer than in much of Cyrodiil. Nords aren't really the kind to promote the study of the magical arts, you see, so our recruitment rate is somewhat low.
What are your thoughts on the College of Whispers?
The College of Whisperers is a group that the Synod has no relationship with. The Synod is the premier imperially sanctioned magical institution in Tamriel. That is all you need to know.
Tell me about the Synod.
We are an organization of mages, officially sanctioned by the Empire. We play much the same role as the Mages Guild of years gone by. We seek to protect magical knowledge for future generations, and ensure that the secrets of Magicka are kept only in responsible hands.
What is this place?
This is a Synod conclave. It is one of many throughout Cyrodiil, within which can be found the most talented mages of our time.
Alright then.
See,
Wait,
hello.
You had a job for me?
As you noticed when walking in, a couple of seemingly random items have been appearing in the conclave of late, and I'm not quite sure as to why. Given that, as you can no doubt imagine, the conclave is very busy, I am willing to hire external agents to look into this.
What do you want me to do, though? That's the question. You better answer this very clearly, concisely.
After the first item appeared, I had one of the attendants, Attendant Wickard, take it back to the study area for examination.
Yeah, I followed him. I see it.
Check with him and see if he's discovered anything.
No way he did. He just set it down
So
and then he
you're
left.
pretty good at using a weapon with both hands. Then again,
Well,
I heard
I guess
you
you're talking
only
about
like
Bruma.
handling big weapons.
Is that a big Aelid crystal? So where's this other person at? A Welkin stone.
So?
Mew, wake up.
Can I help you?
Cadius wants to know if you found anything unusual about the statue. I know you... well, okay. I'm assuming you probably found something, but I'm gonna tell you right now. I know you're bullshitting me, man. I saw you just sit down and then walk out of the room. I saw that happen. Because the thing is, you didn't even examine it before I got in there. I talked to you before you even put it down. Don't be feeding me no bullshit here. Alright? Alright, we're clear.
Anything unusual? Well, it's hard to tell, to be honest.
Next,
I'm not exactly the most experienced mage in this area, but...
But what?
But I did notice that it looks an awful lot like an Aeolid design. Haven't you seen the massive statues by the entrances of the ruins? I also know that Aeolid statues this portable and small would be very valuable, and therefore would probably all have been scavenged from the ruins.
Alright, so first off, you didn't feed me too much bullshit. But I saw the value of that thing. It was like 300. Bullshit me. God damn. Whatever. We'll move on from that. It doesn't matter how much it's worth. Why would an Aelid artifact appear in the Conclave?
My theory? I think someone sent it here as a test. Someone who has access to valuable artifacts such as this, that they plan to come get it back.
The revered
I think someone is going to try teleporting here using the same teleportation technique.
My shadow looks
we should
badass. Shit.
I'm going to continue studying this thing. You might want to tell Cadius that this doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. Something you need from me?
Hey, what if I wanted that soul gem, man? You just took it away from me.
Can I help you?
You're certainly cheery.
Why shouldn't I be? I'm in the cosmopolitan heartland of the Empire, working in a synod conclave with warm hearth and good pay. What more could I ask for?
That is a very fair point to make. What happens here in the Bruma Conclave?
Not very much, truth be told. Cadius can tell you the official jargon better than I, but suffice it to say, we're quite comfortable and provide a much-needed, if thankless, service. We are the face of the Synod, you see. Our presence here in Bruma gets magic into the psyche of the common man. Surely that could only be a good thing.
Very indeed. Indeed. What does an alterationist do? I'm assuming you call yourself that, though I don't recall hearing it. But anyway.
What a curious question.
I know.
Well, I do a lot of things relating to alteration.
What
One
a
of my
curious
current
answer.
particular areas of study happens to be alteration enchantments. You know the trickiest thing about enchantments? Soul gems. Very grim, harvesting souls and imprisoning them in gems. Hard for me to do. Means I've been unable to do any enchantments for a while. Come to think of it, would you be a sport and bring me a filled common soul gem? I'd pay you for your trouble.
That is the easiest thing. Yeah, that is not hard.
Great! Just bring it back when you've got it. A common soul gem is all I need. Nothing fancier than that.
That's so easy.
Farewell.
Dude, I don't feel bad about killing bitches at all, especially when they're bad dudes.
What is it?
Well, you don't sound so gloomy now. Or you sound gloomy, not cheery now. Man, I really like that armor that Sophia has. I was gonna use that, but it has really bad clipping with my hair. This does a little bit, but it's not that bad. But that one it was terrible. It fell on the floor right for the taking. If only I could. Wait up, motherfucker.
Have you learned anything more about our little perplexity?
Yeah, more shit showed up. Roland is still studying the statue. No. Alright. I'm gonna tell you this. Don't take it literally.
Then what are you talking to me for?
Seems more items are appearing.
By the 8.
There's another one.
Maybe we can take advantage of this. Search the conclave. Look for anything that seems out of the ordinary and bring it here.
I see it.
Maybe by examining the items, we can determine their origin.
I see it. I see one.
What is it?
Oh, Siri. I want to read that note. Black Horse Courier. Imperial war galley sunk. A makeshift fleet of rescue boats descended upon the shores of Sturk recently, as every ocean-going vessel from the humblest fishing junks to the most imposing Imperial warships scrambled to the wreck of the Warhaft, an Imperial frigate, to search for survivors. The Warhaft had been floundering in heavy weather following a perilous journey back from a patrol in the Iliac Bay, and was due to stop at the port in the city of Anvil. It suffered irreparable damage from the collision with a reef near Sturk, before much of the crew were rescued by a passing merchant vessel, the Tidewalker. 6 sailors remain missing, while 11 hands have been confirmed lost. Sailors of the Tidewalker have confided to this reporter that the survivors claim to have been attacked by a band of Red Guard pirates. While a ship of similar description to the vessel has been seen traveling near Anvil, the officers of the local count described these claims as fanciful, noting that it was unlikely a band of pirates would ever dare attack an armored legion ship, let alone then travel to an Imperial port. Survivors of the wreck were unavailable for comment. Antis Germain, Colovian correspondent for the Black Horse Courier. The Black Horse Courier is Cyrodiil's premier newspaper, providing objective commentary on current events in Cyrodiil and beyond. You need to look no further than the Black Horse Courier for all your news needs. Alright, so one thing, you're providing objective news? No. No, that is bullshit. It's always subjective. If you're trying to say that you have the objective truth in any news story ever, you're full shit, dude. I don't believe you guys one bit. Now you are completely unreliable. Mystical.
It was at the College of
happens
Winterhold that I learned this spell that made people naked.
I know, we've talked about it before. I kind of want that spell. You know, just for a Neagle, right? Yeah. He's not a Neagle. We were talking about, yeah, how purple his genitalia probably is before. And I remain curious to this day. You know, one thing that's interesting about being a Dragonborn, that means you either have a female dragon mother and a male, whatever race you chose, father, or the opposite. Meaning, either your mom got that big old fat dragon dick in her, or your dad stuck his tiny little mortal dick in a dragon. Well, that's an interesting thought. Look at that book. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff that keeps me up at night, because it's like, how did this work and why did this happen? I don't understand, because it's just it's odd to me. But I don't judge. I just take it like, well, I just, hey, that's what they want to do. That's just what they gonna do. That's okay. Not really. Well, I don't know. I'm not really sure. There's an upstairs. I don't know. It's just an issue that cannot be reconciled. It's just an issue forever. Invocation of Azure. Man, I wonder if they have gold brand here.
What is it?
What?
Always.
Who the hell even said that? Last king of the... Hey, no. Shit. We're ruining their stuff, Sophia.
What's this? Interesting.
What is it?
Who is saying that?
So?
Hey man, there ain't no more curious shit around. I found it. I found all of it, I believe.
Can I help you? Until next time.
Never mind. I don't think I did.
Well, welcome to the Bruma Synod Conclave. How may I help you?
Whoa. Nobody even saw me do it.
I'm placing you under arrest.
That's fine.
Now, speak your piece.
I deserve it. I don't have time for this, do you?
A small-time criminal? Not what I want on my service record. Go turn yourself into some other guard. I'm not stooping to your level.
I am a criminal now. The book has been weathered and torn through the harsh screw of time. A few pages are still intact, but some passages remain legible. As I pen this, I gaze upon the walls of my home and remember the very day its design came to fruition. Although it seems like yesterday, it was actually many. Coming up with a design for my home, a place where I could practice my magic in peace and keep myself away from the prying eyes of my colleagues. I pored over tomes and dusty scrolls, scoured the bookshops of the land, and even delved into ancient ruins looking for inspiration. Finally, as I rested my weary body at a camp outside of Bruma, and marveled in awe at the majesty of the Drell Mountains, I became inspired. Like a madman, I began to skip. Who could step back and see what I had wrought? Frostcrag Spider was born, and now his age overwhelms me, and the glow is dying from my eyes. I wish contains many wonderful inventions. I spent my whole life perfecting them. And I hope you'll put them to good use. My pride and joy, the Atronach altar. By bringing 3 salts from the very same creatures to this altar, you can summon an Atronach familiar to do your bidding. It will obey. I've created portals to all of the mages' guilds in Cyrodiil. This should make it easier to travel to them in times of need. It fused with a stone and mortar. May your journeys be safe, and the roads you travel free of danger. Let this frost crag through and through. Alright, but really. Alright. What the hell are these other artifact things? Are they like hidden in a corner or something? I thought they were gonna be like super obvious. No. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things is not like the others. Okay, the god of birth and death. What the fuck? Where is it? You seem so tall. Right, so Inigo doesn't seem that tall. Sophia, when I go up to her, yeah, she's definitely taller than Inigo, and she's taller than me.
Hello there. I'm almost ready.
You're pretty tall too. And also, hello, Siri.
Good to see you again, friend.
And
what
you.
can Ololentius do for you?
You can help me find this shit.
Don't even think about it, footpad.
Wow, that wasn't nice of you.
So?
Companions, help. Help me. Yes. Is it this? Sophia, help. Siri, help. Inigo, help. Help me. I don't know. I got a feeling it was that one soul gem that fell through the floor. I have nothing. I can't cook anything. It had to have been. It had to have been that one soul gem. Because I saw it fall and it just whoop.
I do love causing a stir. Once I started singing at the top of my voice, and someone told me to stop shouting. Then I replied, "Do I look dragonborn or like one of those creepy old guys who live on the mountaintops to you?"
Cheer up. We can manage this, I'm certain.
Good morning.
Talk to you later.
I'll talk to you later. Ugh.
So?
Just give me some time. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, where the hell? Move, please, peoples. Oh, this is the worst feeling.
Have you learned anything more about our little perplexity?
God damn it. He rolled the new items that have appeared.
Give them here. Let's see what they can tell us.
Well, it's a book, and then the parrot boots, and a soul gem. Here's a soul gem.
Not just any generic form of soul gem. This is a black soul gem. Only two types of people use these.
Excuse me.
Murderers and necromancers.
Yes.
Good thing I'm already
This
gonna get.
certainly isn't an item which carries with it a positive stigma. What else?
Here's a singular boot. Enjoy. Please sniff it.
Fairly common, but it seems familiar for some reason.
Probably yours.
This almost seems like the type of boot I would wear. Intriguing. What else?
Here's a book. Now, let me tell you. Alright. This is about Frostcrag, alright? I already beat you to it.
A book? Weathered memoirs, eh? This seems to be a journal of some sort about the creation of Frostcrag Spire.
Bullshit.
Well, this is an interesting twist in our little mystery.
I need to go there.
Before we examine this further, I'd like to see any other artifacts which may have appeared.
That's all.
These told me a lot, thank you. One thing is certain. Whoever these items belong to is affiliated with the magical arts. More specifically, the darker side of the magical arts. It would also seem that our mystery mages have some connection with Frostcrag Spire.
We should check out No. What can you tell me about Frostcrag Spire?
Haven't you seen that large tower in the mountains off in the distance?
I have. I owned it in the past.
That is Frostcrag. It was supposedly erected back in the late Third Era by some old mage with too much time on his hands. Quite the sight, isn't it? It would probably still be of great interest to the Synod too, were it not sealed off many years ago by its last residents. I'm not quite sure what part the Spire plays in the summoning of these mysterious objects. Yet. We shall see.
We should check out Frostcrag Spire.
You're actually only half right. You see, now that I have at least some idea who's behind this, I'm restricting this investigation. The Synod appreciates all your help in solving this little enigma.
Oh, you
but
little
at this
bitch.
point... Wait, what's that? Oh, not again.
Oh shit!
Where did they go?
Look how you just knocked everything.
This is madness. I am sick and tired of these intrusions. It would appear that these services are again required before payment can be rendered. I cannot simply step back and allow this to continue. Not now that there is a tangible threat to our hold.
What is it?
We must act. Go to Frostcrag Spire and do whatever is necessary to put an end to these infuriating escapades. I just hope that the college isn't somehow involved in this. Divines know they live to make trouble for us.
Oh yeah, so we are going there. That's right, you were trying to kick me out of it and take all the glory to yourself. And look, you need me. Yes. Oh, the feeling of necessities. I love being needed. The Fighters Guild. This is still the Fighters Guild. Can we join? Those pricks over there won't let me. Where's Oren? He knows me. Svenja.
Hello.
Can I join the Fighters Guild?
Sorry, but we're not looking for new members right now. The Nibonese branch is currently undergoing strict internal reforms. Check back soon, though.
There's no chance for me to join at all?
I'm afraid not.
If I were to kill one of you, or we won't say kill, that's a bit harsh. If I just remove a member, can I join?
Sorry, but we're not looking for new members right now. The Nibonese branch is currently undergoing strict internal reforms.
No. He didn't understand the question.
Check back soon, though.
If I remove one of you, probably you, because you're the one not allowing me to, then could I?
It's not something I can discuss with someone outside of the guild.
You will be the one who is removed when I decide to do it. It's gonna be painful. You're gonna regret everything you said to me today. I've seen torture tables in this game. I will make use of them. But until then, do you have any work, freelance work?
We're trying to increase public awareness, make sure people know who to come to if they want their contracts completed.
I think people know.
But we'll need to step up our presence if that's to happen. Here, take these posters. Put them up in prominent positions around Bruma. Once you've got them all up, return to me, and I'll have some coin waiting for you.
Why don't you send this nerd? He's not getting any better. He can't even take the dummies. Send that nerd out. Kick him out. Let me in. Don't be like this. Come on.
Good morning.
I'll be lesbian with you. It's alright. No, never mind. I can't. Sophia's my babe. I can't do that to her. What do you do around here? What the fuck do you do?
I lead this hall.
Oh yeah?
It's my task to make sure it's up to the standards set by Master Coltinius and Champion Cyrus.
And you hired that guy
It's
instead
also
of me.
my responsibility to try and control Aranir and Ionala. A monumental calling, believe me.
What are you doing? What about your free time?
I like to train myself and others in the use of two-handed weaponry. I
Sounds
find
lame.
conditioning my body to be therapeutic. I must be strong for the time when my skills are needed the most.
Wow, you're lame. Wow, you are truly lame. You're one of those health fitness freaks. You guys are losers.
That's a good question. One I don't hear often enough from the other members in our hall. The
See, look at this
Fighters
guy. He
Guild
can't
is
even
here
get
to
the fucking
serve
dummies.
those who
Kick him
need
out.
our help. If their coin is good enough, their fights become our fights, and we'll take our steel to their enemies. But it's more than that. I don't think I can explain it to you unless you see it for yourself. It's that look in a husband's eyes when you bring his wife back into his arms. Being able to help the people of Cyrodiil to change their lives for the better is what this is all about.
It's good you're so passionate. I'll give you
I
that.
just wish my underlings shared that passion. Goodbye.
What now?
What do you do around here?
Fight, kill, train. What? You were expecting something else?
Well, it looks like you're failing at training, so I can't imagine you're very good at killing. So, question still stands. That's not a nice attitude.
I'm always polite to people who needlessly waste my time.
Dude, do you want to throw down, bitch, right now? Come on, pull them fists out. I did download a mod. I don't think I enabled it to duel people. I will install that, and I will return and beat your fucking ass, man.
See you around.
I'll show you how to train, you dumb bitch.
Careful there.
See this? Look at this shit. Oh, you're gonna cause me to hit you. You're terrible at training. You're the worst. What the hell are you even attacking? Come on, gang. Let's go upstairs.
You look rather intimidating in that outfit.
I know.
I wouldn't want to mess with you. Although, don't think that outfit would stop me.
I would just wrestle you down and just... Oh, you don't want to know. Let's go. They have two people. They have two people in the Fighters Guild, and they can't get one more person. You kidding me? You guys suck. Maybe after I do their little quest. There's a beggar around here. Oops. It is nice here. I do like this. This is very nostalgic for me. We're gonna go to the castle. I'm gonna go kick the count out of his throne, and I'm gonna take over. And I'm going to be the ruler of Bruma.
Can I help you?
You're not very nice.
Can I help you?
No, you can't. Nor would I help you if you wanted help. You are a prick. Castle Bruma. The Great Hall.
Excuse me, sorry to bother. I don't suppose you've seen any priceless Sakaviri heirlooms gallivanting around Bruma, have you?
I have not. I have a whole barrel of them in my pack. Don't you see them? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what?
Akaviri heirlooms. Priceless Akaviri heirlooms. Seen any?
How'd I know if they're priceless, though? let me think about this here. Let me think about this. Ah, I've got it. No.
As I suspected. Sorry to bother you, citizen. Just, let me know if any do crop up, yeah?
I'll
Thanks.
find them. I will find them.
Aha!
What? You were making a mistake?
No, the mistake is all yours, scum. Now answer to the law.
Oh, shit. You caught me.
Your stolen goods have been confiscated. Your fine is paid. Everything seems to be in order. You're free to go.
What did I steal?
I'll be watching you.
I didn't steal it. Well, tell us about Akaviri heirlooms, by the way. And how did you know I committed that crime? How did you know? Alright? I told that guard to get out of here. Leave. Scram. And he did. How did you know? How are you guys just these sentient... Not sentient. Omniscient beings. You're omnipresent assholes all the time. I don't understand. Whatever. Moving on. Akaviri heirlooms.
A whole lot of uproar about nothing, that's what. The Count's been
I doubt
nagging
that.
my life and soul out about the damn things. You see, the Carvanes have a sort of family tradition. They've acquired a taste for Akaviri artifacts, constantly collecting more and more. Been going on for centuries now. Well, it turns out poor old Count Desilus, Count Carvane, isn't too happy that his collection's been stolen.
Could you use some help searching for them?
Well, that's... Oh, who am I kidding? Absolutely. This is driving me crazy. Just bring them back to me when you found them, and I'll be extremely appreciative. And I mean extremely appreciative. Seriously. I feel like offing myself right about now.
Alright then. Alright, when and how were the artifacts stolen?
I'm not too sure on the details of that, to be honest. Rignar, the castle steward, was the first one who noticed them missing.
I'll talk to him then.
It'd be worth speaking to him, if you think that's interesting evidence to dig up.
Yeah, it'll be helpful. I was a witcher for a long time, so I kind of know how to go about these things. You gotta just talk to people, get all the info, and then you just go out and you search. You track things. It's just how you go about things, man. I know how to do it. Why would the thief want the artifacts?
Almost definitely the resale value. Akaviri artifacts are very often one of a kind, and they can fetch a very high price to the right buyers. Someone possessing those artifacts could find themselves becoming very wealthy very quickly. I suspect that's the motive here.
What exactly was stolen?
Akaviri artifacts. I don't know anything more specific than that. Rignar and the Count both told me, but honestly it flew in one ear and out the other. If you want to know exactly what artifacts to keep your eyes peeled for, talk to Rignar. I'm sure he can help you more there.
You're not really a very good... Yeah. You're not a good captain of the guard, the way it seems to me. No, you're just not fit to be in that position. However, I have this memory gem. It's a recording of the events in the Restful Watchman.
Oh, well, this should be interesting. Go ahead, let's listen.
Whoa, where is it? Oh.
What's that snot-brained Altmer doing here? This is no place for one of them.
You don't think he's Stalmore, do you?
No, doesn't seem the sort. But he's still not the right type for our little den. Might bring the wrong kind of attention.
So what do we do? Stabbing him would be excessive, so...
I know. Why don't we treat him to a little show of our favorite lusty Argonian maid?
Perfect. Let's go fetch her. Here, take this coin. I'd like to buy a little show for my Altmer friend over there.
Oh,
Sure thing.
Oh, one other thing. He wanted you to roleplay as Liftsertail, you know, from...
Altmer. Always the same fantasy. Sure thing. Hey, darling. I heard you wanted a date with Liftsertail.
What is the meaning of this? Liftsertail? What a ridiculous name for an even more ridiculous... Oh my! Zoxus's breath! What in oblivion are you doing? I demand that you put that back on!
I don't believe I've
Ariel,
seen
give me
you
strength!
before.
Cease and desist!
Fascinating.
I demand that you
You
cease and
come to
desist at
Bruma,
once, you
is that
cretinous
what
lizard
happened?
woman! Stop jiggling about! I can't take this anymore. I think I'm going to faint. I think... Ah. Ha, it worked. Otis, you really are a genius.
I know. Sop didn't even know what hit him.
Ha! They breed 'em special in Alinor, don't they?
Well, that's certainly very interesting.
He's straight up
But I'm
gangbanging
not sure
that
that
man.
there's much in there that I can take action on.
Oh, come
Tell
on.
our Altmer friend that I'm very sorry.
You seem concerned.
Want my advice? Always carry a good stock of potions and
You are a
restoratives
terrible
around with
captain
you.
of the guard.
Never know when you'll be lying on the ground, bleeding out.
I have more questions. You're not helping in that regard, so I'll take care of it my own way. But dealing with the Akaviri artifacts, how did the thief even get inside the castle?
I have no idea how they'd manage that, honestly. Either adept stealth or good luck. Probably a bit of both.
Do you have any suspects?
Not in particular. Then again, the lowlives of Bruma don't exactly hide themselves all that well. The shadier tavern in town, the Restful Watchman, full of thieves, bandits, thugs, and other miscreants, might be a decent place to start your search.
It's like being a Bruma guard captain.
It's tough. On one side, you've got criminals, the kind that like to hide behind law and policy to wriggle out of justice. On the other, you've got politics, constantly meddling in our affairs as everyone walks on eggshells. And here I am in the center, just trying to make things work for the people. Sometimes I wish I'd stayed down in the Imperial City.
You're from the Imperial City.
Yep, me and my family. Wife and children are still there, in fact. Left because the place is swarming with people. Hard to find any work. Came up here, couldn't find much work either. Joined the guard on a whim. Saw a lot, rose through the ranks. And now I'm guard captain. Funny how things work out. I try to take my duties seriously. And send as much as I can back to my loved ones.
Politics often get in the way of your work?
More than you might think. Between the Count, the White Gold Concordat, and all the other treaties, the rules are constantly changing. All I want to do is protect these people, jail criminals, earn my keep. Then the damned wind changes, and with it, the law. And then, what do you know? I'm supposed to jail this group, and that group, and the other group. And for what? For politics. Despite it all, though, I wouldn't trade this job for the world. It's rewarding, fulfilling, and at least it lets me provide for myself and my family. Farewell?
Well, it was interesting speaking with you, but you're just not very good. Not very good at your job.
I'm the Count Steward here in Bruma. If there is anything you need, I'll try my best to help you.
Hello. Bye.
Goodbye. Actually, yeah, we'll end this episode here, and we will pick up in the next one, continuing to talk to some people and hopefully get on to some questing and adventuring. There's a lot of dialogue here, and it's something I feel like we need to, we gotta listen to it. I think the voice acting is good. So far, I like the rating. I like it so far. They did a fine job on this. But, yeah, we're gonna end this one. And in the next one, we'll be talking to
I can handle
Rignar
most smaller matters.
and
Try
the
not to bother the
Count,
count unless it's important.
and whoever else we
He's
come
a busy
across.
man.
It seems interesting to speak with.
So-
So I'll see you guys there.